My name is Hira Razwan. Today, I am going to discuss the topic intellectual disability. We will discuss these things in the content. Content are introduction, sign and symptom, causes, type, etiology, treatment. Now the topic is what is an intellectual disability? Intellectual disability is characterized by limitation in intellectual functioning and adaptive behavior, which cover everyday social and practical skills that people have learn to be able to function properly. Limitation in adaptive behavior have a great impact on a person's daily life. Basically, in disabled child are not working according to their age as compared to normal, and most probability intellectual disabled person are not going school. If they are going school, they are not able to work or perform their task as normal students are doing their daily life challenges. Now the next point is what is intellectual impairment? Disability that affects the way you learn. It also affects the person's ability to adapt the new things. It can affect a person in the following way. The first one is it may take longer to learn the things, and it also the person or child may have also difficult in reading and writing. They are not able to communicate with the persons in and they are also not able to maintain their eye contact. They also affect the person understanding. But people and child may are not able to may solve their problems or make decision problems, and they also have difficulty in maintaining their eye contact. The next one is intellectual disability. Intellectual disability originated before the age of 18. In 2010, approximately 6.5% million people in the United States have an intellectual disability. Intellectual disability, commonly also known as mental retardation, and in all term intellectual impairment and general learning disability. The ratio of intellectual disability is greater in male population as compared to female. Intellectual disability is also commonly known as developmental disorder. Then the last one point is what is intellectual functioning. Intellectual functioning is also known as intelligence, IQ. General mental capacity such as learning, reasoning, problem solving, coexist strength, and so on. Further moving on, the next one is what is adaptive behavior? Adaptive behavior is the collection of concept, social and practical skills. Now the point is what are conceptual skills? Conceptual skills are in intellectual disability are in most common child conceptual skills are that they are not able to understand the language, even they are not able to write or read, or they also have problem in solving. They are not able to speak. They are not able to speak in frequency because their speech level or their pronunciation is not correct. That's why they are not able to speak in a flow in an organization way. They also have conceptual skills include literacy, money, time, number concept, and self-direction. The next one is social skills. Social skills also very important because these are the skills which guide us to obey the law, and it is also very important to follow the rules and regulations. Social skills include make interpersonal skills, social responsibility. It also helps the person to develop self-esteem to enhance their social circle. The last one is practical skills. Practical skills include in child or in person who is suffering from this disability, intellectual disability, may have problem in maintaining their daily life activities, which include eating, doing housekeeping activities, occupational skills, healthcare, travel, transportation, money, and the use of mobile phone. Further moving on, the next one is degree of intellectual disability. There are the four levels of intellectual disability based upon the IQ level of the person. Now I will discuss one by one. The first one is mild intellectual disability. People who have mild intellectual disability has an IQ 50 to 70%. The second one is moderate intellectual disability, has an IQ level 35 to 49. The third one is severe intellectual disability, has an IQ 20 to 34. And the last one is profound intellectual disability, has an IQ less than 20. Now we will discuss the other slide, which is signs and symptoms of intellectual disability. There are many different signs of intellectual disability in children and even person who is suffering from this disorder. Signs may be clear during infancy or maybe may not be noticeable until a child reaches school age. It often depends upon the severity of disability. Now the signs and symptoms are child able to not not able to talk, not able to walk as compared to normal. They have trouble talking as compared to normal, because in a child who is suffering from this disorder, this disability, they are not able to properly talk in a complete sense. They have difficulty while communicating. They have difficulty in remembering the things. They also have inability to connect action in the consequences way, and they also have difficulty and problem solving. And the last one is they also have difficulty in learning their social skills to enhance their social circles. Now the next in these slides we will discuss what are the causes of intellectual disability. The first one is genetic condition. Sometimes intellectual disability is also caused by abnormal genes which we inherit from our parents. Genetic condition examples of Down syndromes, error occur when genes combine or other reaction. Down syndromes is the example of a genetic condition. The next point is complication during pregnancy. And intellectual disability can result when the baby does not develop properly or inside the mother properly. They are not developing properly and they have certain infections. Further moving on, the next one is problem during childhood. Childhood, if there are complications during labor and birth, such as baby not getting enough oxygen, or due to this reason baby born premature, mother also facing bad condition during labor time. The last one is illness injury. Disease like cough, measles, severe head injury, infection in the brain can cause intellectual disability. They can also be caused by extreme malnutrition, mother not getting appropriate medical care, and mother not going from routine checkup. That's it may also cause the illness, or mother also suffering from disease, like we can say mother suffering from diabetes, heart problem, kidney problem. It's most probability chance it may also convert in the child, or it may also convert in the child in this phase, or he or she suffering this kind of disability, like it also called intellectual disability. Further moving, now in this slide we will discuss what are the types of intellectual disability. Basically, the first one is intellectual disability in reading. A child or person have a disability in reading. They can't read the word properly. Her flow reading flow frequency is low. They have difficulty understanding the word. They also have difficulty understanding the letter. Then the second one is intellectual disability in math. Intellectual disability, for example, if we say child, please count these pencils, they are disabled child are not able to count this pencil due to what? Because they are having problem in the counting. That's why they are not able to count, and they also have problem in solving their math question. The next one is intellectual disability in writing. They also have problem in spelling. They also have a problem in writing letters, copying the letter. They also have problem in organization, the writing style, and they also have messy handwriting. The next one is intellectual disability is motor skill. Motor difficulty refers to problem with we can say movement difficulty. They have difficulty in movement, developmental delay of movement. They in the last one is intellectual disability with language. In disabled child are not able to speak in they can't understand the language properly. They have issue understanding word meaning. They are also not able to produce certain sounds due to this disability, and even they are also not able to understand part of speech. And the next is etiology and causes of intellectual disability. There are many different causes of intellectual disability, but about 30 to 50% of the causes are still unknown. The first one is chromosome and gene. The child may have problem in growth development during pregnant mother facing it's mean that chromosomes are not developing in a sequence, or they are developing abnormality due to extra and missing chromosome. Intellectual disability may be caused. The second one is inadequate stimulation at an early age. The last one is parental drug use. The mother using alcohol, that most probability chance in baby that he has disability, suffering from some kind of disability. So it may also drug use also may cause intellectual disability. And the next one is, in this slide we will discuss, there are just three stages of uh, they are these three stages. The first one is prenatal, second one is perinatal, and the third one is postnatal. Prenatal include genetic syndrome. It may also influence environmental, maternal disease, mother suffering from some kind of disease, inborn error of metabolism. The second one is delivery related events. During labor, mother's condition was not good, baby not getting enough oxygen. The last one is postnatal infections, traumatic brain injury, severe and chronic social deprivation, and the last one is toxic metabolic syndromes. Now, in this slide, we will discuss what are the diagnostic criteria. There are three diagnostic criteria. The number one is deficit in intellectual functioning. Child may have deficit in intellectual functioning, or child or people have a deficit in adaptive functioning. And the last one is onset of deficit as during developmental period. These are the diagnostic criteria. Now the last one is what are the treatment. The treatment may involve early intervention. We have to reduce the risk factor. The second one is promote healthy child development. If child is suffering from intellectual disability, so it's our responsibility to promote our child in physical activities, involve her in these kind of activities to overcome her situation, and he have ability to cope up the situation. The third one is parent training is very important, because sometimes seeing that parents don't have enough knowledge about their child suffering from disorder. They don't know awareness about why he is doing. If your child is not walking or to have problem in difficulty, parents have no knowledge about it. The fourth one is behavior intervention, which is very important for the treatment of intellectual disability. The fifth one is cognitive behavior therapy, which help to overcome the situation. Which have in this through this therapy, we help the person or child to cope up with the situation. And the last treatment plan includes psychoeducational treatment, includes psychotherapist treatment, psychopharmacologic intervention. And the last one is if there are severe kind of intellectual disability, then medication is also needed for this treatment. Here are some quotation. If I don't learn the way you teach, then teach the way I learn. It means that we should teach the disabled person the way they want to teach. That's all from my side. Thank you for watching my video. Please like and subscribe my video. I will hope so you will like my video. Thank you.